What's up, YouTube? This is Clutch here with Top Deck Heroes. Sorry I haven't been on in a while. I've been working. This is a deck profile on my Evil build. I've been testing this for regionals. I have regionals next Sunday. So wish me luck, guys. I really want to top this time. Alright, so your monsters. We'll start with the Evil tiles. We got 3 Westlow. Westlow is the most hated Evil in the Evil tile in the deck. People will side strongly against him, just for him. They'll side Shield Crush and Nova Cross out because the way they see it, they really can't do shit about Najasho, and I agree with them. You can't do shit about Najasho at all. So now that I mention him, I run 3 Evil Tile Najasho. Some people run 2. I prefer to run 3 for the fact that I have 3 Evil Force and 2 Econs to utilize him. I'd rather utilize him to make it where I plus more than I hate using Evil Force on Westlow. To me, it's a pain unless it must be done. There is times when you do have to do it to make it a really strong play, but I'd rather use it for this. Alright, so that's it for my Evil tiles. Now let's go to the Evil Swords. 3 Evil Sword Serato. I don't understand why people run 2 of these. I do get that Pelta can be of use, but to me in this format, Pelta is useless. I mean, 2500, that's nice, but in this format I feel that it's 25 is not the max anymore. It's like more so you want to say 25 plus, because there's a lot of big huge fucking monsters that, you know, what's Pelta gonna do? Pelta's just a waste of a turn. So I'd rather have this Serato to go ahead and bash my way through some stuff, add Evil Tiles to my hand, and set up for the future play. Alright, next we have Evil Sword Volcano. He is an instant exceed. Really sucks to draw him in your hand, but ain't much you can do with. I'd rather just set him. People have thought it was a Westlow and they know him to cross out, and I laugh at their face. So yeah, Volcano, other than the fact that you draw him, is really boss. And the same with Evil Sword Diplo. Evil Sword Diplo acts like an MST. It's really great to use him with the Evil Force Najasho combo. You bring him out first, you slap the face down, they play Torrential, you laugh at him. Najasho, Volcano, get out Diplo, exceed. It really hurts the feelings. Alright, so that's it for the Evil engine, I should say, as far as monster wise. I have 3 techs. My first tech is Gores. Gores is that out that you have if your field's clear and then they just rush you with BOS and Light Pulsar, or rush you with Greppa, anything strong. Gores answers to that. Bring out a token. They can't remove it from play because they attack with BOS like a dumbass. So yeah, really affects them next turn. And then the other 2 techs, which I've never teched in this deck before, and I felt that with the way this deck is designed, I don't know why I never approached this before, but I started using them and it works really, I mean really great. And that is 2 Thunder King Ryo. So yeah, Thunder King has helped me win some games a lot. Pretty much whenever I have Dolka and Laggy on the field and a Thunder King, you're gonna scoop. So scooping to me is more important than worrying about other shit. So yeah, let's go to spells. You got 3 of the Rhoda. It's really important to have 3 of the Rhoda, because even if 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go for Westlow and Najasho, sometimes depending on circumstances, and don't say you never done it, but you're gonna do this. You're gonna diversity a Serato to normal summon with your other Serato, attack them directly, and go for Laggy, because sometimes, especially late game, there's nothing else you can do, so you might as well utilize what you got. Alright, with that, you got the speed of the deck. The most broke fucking spell card in the world is fucking Evil Force. Comboed with Najasho is really nasty. It wastes so many cards. It wastes a Solemn Warning. It wastes a Torrential Tribute. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the 2 cards you're going to target anyway with Diplo, and then they're going to try to do something about it. But then the Josh's effect activates, and I don't know, just to me it makes them feel like they cry inside whenever you do the combo. 2 MST. This deck hates skill drain. Skill drain kills evils. There's no other way to put it. Skill drain. The only card that skill drain does not affect is Najasho, which is pointless because you're gonna bring out Diplo or something, and Diplo can't activate unless you're a pro and you got that Forbidden Lance in your hand. So yeah, it helps get rid of that. Helps get rid of gates. Helps get rid of pesky face downs when you're not confident enough to do the evil force and the Joshua play. So MST helps you to get over on stuff like that. And also enemy controller. Enemy controller is also a great combo with Najasho. It takes control of their shit. So if they have, say, Utopia on the field, you set your Najasho, you play enemy controller, take their monster, you can attack them with it, or you can just overlay Utopia Ray and make them once again hurt their feelings. This deck is designed to hurt your opponent's feelings. I don't know if it was intentional from Konami, but I love this deck because it makes people cry. Alright, and also we got Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance is a boss card for this deck. It helps keep shit alive. It makes your opponent waste things. It baits out Mirror Force and Deep Prisons. It keeps your Lagia and Dolka alive whenever they Dark Hole. So I don't see this deck without running Lance. Alright, back to staples. We have Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice is that Recycler and that Draw 2. I love adding monsters to this deck, shuffling and drawing Evil Force and Joshua. It just makes it so much easier to win. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn. Of course, I don't think I should explain what these do. People should, everybody should know what these do. And then also run 2 Pot of Duality. Great hand correction. Whenever you just have 2 volcanoes in your hand, which does happen, it sucks, but it helps to you just got to learn how to play around it. You can't just sit there and say, oh, I'm gonna drop volcano to 1. Learn how to play around that. It's easy to just bait the Westlow. What I mean by that is just set volcano, and then bam, they know when to cross out it, dark hole it because they think it's a Westlow. No, it's a volcano, so it makes them feel like an idiot. Alright, so that's it for my spells. Let's go to the traps. And this is the most versatile trap that I have and that I love playing. It's Compulsory. Compulsory, I think, will be played a lot this format. Just for the fact that it's an MST target that you can chain, and if depending on what happens, it can be useful. It helps get rid of exceeds and synchro plays. And then also with fusion plays, like with heroes, it gets rid of all that bullshit. Although I don't think you want to compulse absolute 0. That'd be kind of stupid. I don't know. Alright, back to this deck. 2 Deep Prisons. Dark Worlds hate Greffa being roof and play. Even though they had Trans Dark Speed, you can get around Trans Dark Speed easily. Deep Prison gets rid of Stardust, gets rid of huge monsters. Like, I can't stress this enough. Huge monsters is a factor against this deck. Huge monsters and skill drain is pretty much the only way to counter this deck. So, Deep Prison answers that proudly. 2 Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning also answers that problem proudly because it gets rid of fucking PLS, it gets rid of Chaos Sorcerer, and they can't special summon it back with Monster Reborn, so it hurts their feelings for wasting an attempt to try to remove your shit from play. And then my last 2 traps, Bottomless and Mirror Force. Alright, so that's it for my main deck, guys. Let's go into the extra deck. Machines are getting a comeback with Gearges and shit, so I'm actually going to side in the Cyber Dragon and the Chimera Tech. And then my level 3s, I got Zen Mains and Leviathan. Leviathan for that strong attack power, the Zen Mains for that stall pop to help you, in case you have a low hand, helps you re-up your hand for a couple of turns. And it's really useful to get it to actually go into and to have in case you have nothing else. And like I said, there is times, depending on the draw, that you have nothing to do, so you need something, and Zen Mains provides that answer. Alright, and then you have Utopia for the 4 to start off the 4s. Utopia, I hate attacking with my Taratos and then they go into a Gores. So then you need something to stop the attack. So Utopia provides you with a way that you just, like I said, with both of these cards, you're stalling to reset your play. And then with the Utopia, of course, you're going to run the Utopia Ray. Utopia Ray is perfect for that Evil Force and Joshua combo on their Utopia to get rid of it. That way you can start bashing their life points. So it's really useful to run him. And then Stillsworn Roach, I feel, is also useful. There is decks still out there that you need to run Stillsworn Roach on, and it's like Chaos Dragons and other shit. Synchro monsters are coming back, so Stillsworn Roach is actually pretty useful against that, what's it called? Whatever Quasar shit is. And, go ahead and stop the combo. Alright, and then most people look at this and say why, but it's just to get that Westlow combo. I didn't want to run the Tsukiyami. Felt that I was, even though it's an awesome card, I feel like I'm just wasting a normal summon, and I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I'd rather normal something else like Thunder King and go ahead and I'm more focused with my deck on hindering my opponent than worrying about flipping Westlow face down. And even so, my deck, I feel, is more designed on Najasho than Westlow. Westlow is just a backup for Najasho rather than vice versa. Even though I agree Westlow is a good card, Westlow is not the best of the evils. And then I have that My Stroke, the Symphony Gen. It helps me get rid of boss monsters. So like I said, this deck hurt. Big attacks hurt it, so you have to get rid of it somehow. And with that being said, I've also started using Violent Sigma. Answers to a lot. It kills Gores. What can I say? You bring him out after main phase 2, you equip the Gores, and then that's pretty much it. And then he can equip multiple times. It'll just be like 3 different turns, but it gets rid of their shit. So it's really useful. And to the main stars of the deck, the MVPs, we have 3 Lagia. Most people might say, why don't you just run 2 Lagia? This deck can go 3 Lagia in a duel without Pot of Avarice. So it's really easy to go into 3 Lagia, and 3 Lagia is, I don't know, I'd rather have 3 turns at Solemn Judgment than 2, wouldn't you agree? And then same thing with the Dolkas. Dolkas, I've started to use more play with him just for the fact that he negates everything. And I mean everything. Any effect, monster effect, no matter where it activates, on the field, in the hand, in the graveyard, in the banishment zone, he gets rid of it. So, and then also to utilize the Econ the Joshua play, I'm running a Thunder Charger to, just in case I'm running against something like Heretics or even a Photon Strike Bouncer, and then I can just take it and overlay, and then you keep their monster. I'm all about keeping your shit, so I'm gonna utilize something that helps me get over that issue of high attack monsters. And Photon Strike Bouncer is just a bitch. He can't stop Najasho, but he can stop a Westlow or anything like that. So yeah, that's my deck, guys. And then let me know what you think. Alright, this is Clutch from Top Deck Heroes, and we'll see you around.